Cazzata, malanga.
Oh, you...
Bro.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Tony Tuesday.
How you doing?
For our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show.
And you can watch it uncut either on Patreon or here on YouTube with us if you become a member. And it's $5 a month. You have to have your own copy of the episode, and we'll give you a countdown so you can follow along with us.
And the big 21 episode series finale begins.
Yes, sir.
Season finale, whatever, season 6. But if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and also that notification bell so that you can be notified for when we have a new upload. And y'all, please don't forget to give this episode a big thumbs up. Season 6, y'all.
We made it.
We made it, guys. Abe and Charlie, how y'all doing?
We're good, man. It's the beginning of the end. It's been quite the journey, and we still have a long way to go.
We do.
It's going to be weird when we get to like the episode 12, 13 mark. It's going to feel like it's supposed to be ending. Or maybe the way they, wrote the season.
I think they probably had a mid-season finale. That's what I'm assuming.
Maybe. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if like somewhere halfway through, if we see some sort of cliffhanger that maybe could have been. I mean, somebody will likely tell us in the comments too if there was a mid-season finale, but be interesting to see if there's like some sort of cliffhanger halfway through or something that changes. I'm ready. It's been a journey. We still got 21 more episodes, 21 more weeks of Tony Tuesday, and appreciate everybody who has followed along with us thus far. Before we get into the episode, let me read some comments from our last upload. And the first one comes from Inni3662, and it says, this run, season 5, episode 12, season 5, episode 13, and season 6, episode 1 is the best 3-episode run in the series, in my opinion. Can't wait for next Tuesday. It has been a very good 2-episode run.
Yes.
So if this 3rd episode kind of,
I can't even imagine starting out the season like that with a bang.
oh yeah,
That'd be, woo. I mean, but the final season makes sense, right?
yeah, 100%. So it'll be interesting to see if they just like pick it up exactly where it left off, or if there's a time jump or whatever. But it feels like this episode's going to be a big one too. The next one comes from Orange Warm 1, and it says, I'm sorry you feel that way. Sil is loyal, and to hear Tony say, when you're number 1, you're all alone, that must have hurt. We saw kind of maybe a breakdown in trust there at that point from Sil Tony's side. I think there has been kind of a development of that along the way, but it became very clear in that conversation that Sil and Tony had that there is a barrier between them, and even with the title of conciliary, there's only so much that he can do. The last one here comes from Wanderlust Koi. It says, the symbol of Tony coming out of the woods like the bear, showing that he is the bear terrorizing the family, is great. I think one of y'all mentioned that.
Yeah. I said like bear. That's what I literally thought of.
Yeah.
It's just what it felt like.
Yeah, it felt like the same kind of angles that we've seen before. The bear kind of creeping up to the back of the house, which is a great symbolism. See how that symbolism continues. I'm assuming we'll see some more animal-related symbolism. It wouldn't be The Sopranos without it, but we'll find out.
With that being said, Charlie, the final season begins. Episode 1, Members Only. Season 6 aired 2 years after Season 5.
Oh, wow. Look.
Oh, shoot.
Up, so.
Oh, my gosh. She had a baby?
What?
The hell? We just time jump like crazy. Okay, little product placement.
And second one off the.
Bobby. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Nah, the hairdo's crazy.
Still in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Who's gonna live here?
Excuse me?
She dreaming?
Must be.
I'm worried, Aid.
Everybody's worried.
No, I am worried all the time.
What an intro.
There's nothing here.
40,000 I had. My share of the Bohax haul from the 70s.
Did you wrap it right? It gets moldy. It could have disintegrated.
Wrap what?
The money.
He knows I need that money for my fucking retrial.
Who?
You know who.
No, I don't know who. That's why I asked you.
Malanga.
Will you stop with that? Pussy Malanga's dead. 6 years now. I should dig him up already.
40,000 I had. My share of the Bohax haul from the 70s.
Oh, boy. That money's not there. It never was.
How's he doing?
He's Knucklehead Smith. That's how he's doing. He doesn't remember whether he ate or not.
The man is not competent, Tony.
Not again, Janice. Come on.
And he has the money for assisted living.
He's got legal bills up the ass.
So he can sell this museum and move to Greengrove.
Fuck assisted living, okay? You remember what they did to Ma?
She was thriving there, Tony.
He stays where he is, Janice.
Your friend in Jersey says it should be the same as the old business we do over there.
That's public works. This isn't.
Oh boy.
Hold the line.
Don't turn it into World War III.
I got you something. For you, calm the kids. David Yurman watches. 18-karat gold, diamond center.
Why do I get the feeling there's a jeweler somewhere filing an insurance claim today?
My Aunt Edie died. She was married to Victor Borger's agent. She left me an inheritance, Tom. Just over $2 million.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that something you
Yeah, I don't know if
keep
you'd
to
wanna say
yourself?
Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. Dan and me and the kids, you know how much we love Florida, right?
What, do you want to put some money on the street down there?
I was thinking about buying a place in Fort Myers. Retiring there, actually.
Retiring? What are you, a hockey player?
I'm gonna be 50 in 3 years, Tom. My dad died at 52.
Took a note, Gene. There's no retiring from this.
Well, I thought about that. And there was Joe Bananas.
Come on. What about your sports book, your other responsibilities? What am I supposed to do about those?
Benny, we know Bobby wants it. We go back a long way, Tom.
Yeah, we do.
It'd mean a lot to me and Deanne.
Well, let me think about it.
That's kind of Tony's dream, right? He was saying he was going to do something like that. Put Christopher in charge.
Right.
Did you talk to Tony?
Looks good. He gave me a hug.
Did he like the watches?
Do I know my psychology?
The realtor called. She's emailing some pictures.
The one on River Road?
The split level.
Bro.
Yeah, this
I
don't
got a
look good.
bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I do too.
They're following the family around and everything.
What's with this hostility all the time? You want to smack in the mouth?
I told you I'm not getting high anymore.
I believe you.
Stop fucking touching me.
Watch your mouth in front of your sister. I have a right to know who your friends are.
This was the dude who broke the bottle over the guy's head at the construction site, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He has a
Temper
issue, for sure.
You tell me where you want to stop.
Well, keep it coming.
I don't know about you, but ever since we found this place, I catch myself fantasizing about this.
Me too. Sometimes during sex.
Face come out.
Did you call that guy, the inspector at the building department?
I will. I promise.
He's coming on Friday, Tony. That could be my last chance to get a reversal on the stop work order.
All right. I'll call.
Aid.
Told you, she probably met some guy.
Not call anyone for over a year?
What's this? There's sauce on the shrimp.
So we got a year jump, over a year jump.
I notice you haven't been taking your antidepressants.
And yet the bonefish are back in season. Should count our blessings kind of year I just had.
No, you're right. We're very lucky.
$40 for a piece of fish they just flew in first class. I think we're more than lucky.
So life is good.
Yeah, making good money. He's got Brooklyn out of his hair.
They still got Phil in New York.
We know this all means that something's gonna go to
Oh,
shit.
shoot.
Whoa! Get out! Open the fucking door!
Get out of here.
What do you want me to do? I can't do anything.
Oh my God.
Shit, they're trying to burn us out.
Oh my God, they're going to kill Hedge.
Jerry warned you, Eli!
Oh my God, Hedge, don't.
Jerry, he told you to stay out of Brooklyn. You're gonna kill this guy.
Oh, not an old man, bro.
Grandpa.
Oh!
Hit and run by the cab?
And he just kept going.
Bro.
Hit and run.
Vito looking slim.
How many Clothing Anonymous?
You should have called your sponsor before you bought that jacket.
Really something, ain't he, with that fucking jerk-off face?
The eyebrows, I fucking can't stand them.
Same.
I tell you, though, he surprised me. He's acting boss, takes care of John's business, plus the wife, while John's in jail.
So he didn't get clipped? Like,
Who? Phil?
Phil.
No,
Why?
you
What'd he-
can't.
He's part of the whole thing.
Oh, I guess he wasn't
The
named in
whole
the indictment.
Brooklyn side. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
This guy, bro, he's in every freaking series.
What'd you lose a little weight?
You look good. Atkins, right?
I caught a parasite over there. Doctors don't know what it is.
What do they eat? Tabbouleh?
Actually, that's why I'm here. I've been dying for a Satriali's veal palm hero.
I hope that parasite eats his asshole out.
jeez.
We get jumped by 3 guys in a Lexus. Apparently, they got back to the Phil's guy, Jerry Torchiano.
The hairdo?
He claims that he felt that Eli here was some independent shy trying to poach his customers.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to agree with the original assessment.
Oh, for the love of Mike.
This is Pine, sir.
Get Pudgy Walsh on the horn. He'll straighten this out.
Pudgy Walsh retired, sir. I'm affirming the stop work order.
Oh, come on. Is there nothing else we can do about this?
You can schedule a further appeal. But if I were you, I'd think about starting over with the proper lumber.
Jeez. They already have like a whole foundation set.
Yeah.
So
15 times I asked you. Do you know what this does to my cost basis to start over with
Bureaucratic
this?
bullshit.
Buddy. Oh,
Classic.
menu.
Classic.
always snapping at people.
This is Tony Soprano, talking about the Angelo Giacalone murder. The sound quality's not good, but I can back it up in court.
Whoa.
He said...
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No way.
Man having a stroke?
No.
What? What, bro?
He said
he was about to give away the information.
Yeah.
With a bad audio tape. That was probably crucial information, too.
Bro, what?
At least he went fast. Not like Dick Barone. Poor f***. Dick Barone died?
Lou Gehrig's disease.
You ever think what a coincidence it is that Lou Gehrig died of Lou Gehrig's disease?
Bro.
You gonna make that same stupid joke every time that comes up?
Sorry. Everything's so fucking morbid.
There's a man lying dead over there.
Y'all don't know how lucky you are. This man just croaked. Oh boy, bad timing. Bad timing.
Oh gosh.
For you, your taste, the inheritance.
You know, I didn't want to say nothing, since your aunt and all. But this is thoughtful.
So that thing we spoke about.
Still mulling it.
Hey, whatever, sure.
All right.
This is not good.
So you hear about that guy in Westchester? Fucking captain doing his own radio broadcast for the last 3 years.
WRAT.
Jesus Christ, another one now. No wonder the papers are calling this the year of the rat.
Stand-up guys like that, they're a dying breed. What can you do?
Tony's just going to take the gift of some of the inheritance money and then not give this guy his retirement.
He's thinking about it. What do you want me to tell you?
How many years have we dreamt about this? To get out of this shit? I mean, every time someone we know gets arrested...
I know. Will you stop?
I'm worried, Gene. We've already made the offer.
Why are you fighting?
We're not fighting, sweetie. We're talking.
How come you're not in bed,
I don't know.
All I'm saying is he has to see this is a huge opportunity for us.
Give the man time to process.
Oh my God, this eel is delicious.
Bro, they're eating at this place every freak. This is gonna be his next.
Business venture?
No, I was gonna say that lady's gonna be his next Gumar.
Oh, you think so? I think he's going to get sick from all this sushi.
Oh, yeah. So take this one.
Hey, Mrs. S.
What is this? Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Is this the new Porsche?
Wasn't sure about the color, so I took a shot.
Tony, I love it. It's gorgeous. Oh my God, what a car!
Happy wife, happy life, right?
Oh man, the waste management business is booming.
Matt don't have his own clothes?
He's borrowing it for a party.
Oh, good. You'll never see it again.
You have such a low opinion of people.
Let me tell you something, AJ. I don't care how close you are. In the end, your friends are gonna let you down. Family. They're the ones you can depend on.
The fact that you still, after all this time, cannot accept you had a mother who didn't love you, in pitying your uncle, the man she conspired with, you're turning the blame for what she did back on yourself again after all this time.
I pushed her over the edge.
By placing her in a lovely retirement community.
It's a nursing home.
Oh my God.
He was saying it was a retirement community.
He flipped completely.
Yeah.
How is Ginny? Carmel says she's got her hands full.
Kid has the weight of the world on her. I just put those on special.
There's something a little more.
that
Oh
line.
my God.
Did you guys catch the underlying joke?
Yes.
She has the weight of the world on her.
Yes.
You know what? I left my wallet in the car. I'll catch you next time.
Oh, man. We all left with a pair.
But he gets a taste.
Oh, finally. Starting to grow mushrooms out my ass.
There's an image. This whole thing was a complete misunderstanding.
Yeah, to see you like, kid. I had any idea he was with you, I would have never.
So what do we do here?
25 sounds right.
Oh, he's bleeding internally. Pain, suffering.
So you tell me, 50?
Yeah, fair enough.
Can we segue now into something more pressing?
The floor is yours, Senator.
The split on the office park is way out of whack.
Same thing as the Esplanade.
Apples and bowling balls, Tony, with fuel costs now.
Like you're not passing that on to the drivers?
65-35.
Why you always cave for this prick?
I'm not caving. It's a strategy. Johnny's in jail. You keep him happy, he'll keep a lid on Phil. Tony B, Phil's kid brother, the bad taste that left with Phil, got 200 soldiers in his family.
Yeah, I was going to say, he kind of...
Christopher, don't say that.
Kind of owes him to, like, well, has to cater towards him because... Oh my God. that was great. Oh my God. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Oh my gosh.
So this comes from Tony?
It's coming from me. I'm not a fucking captain.
All right, okay. How soon?
ASAP, like right away. I'll call with the details, get it done. I'll put in a good word to T about the Florida thing.
He's going rogue.
He might just have to dip out of there.
But he knows where he's heading.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if he leaves, they're gonna be after him.
Oh,
yeah, I'm telling you, bro. He's gonna get sick from all this sushi. He's overdoing it.
I think he had a shot of sake.
Okay, we'll call you tomorrow.
All right, then. Good night.
What do you think?
That if we lose this house, I'm gonna die.
Buddy.
Yeah, shoes off, brother. Come on. If you don't do it completely naked, it doesn't count, to be quite honest.
Yeah. In the morning, first thing, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
See?
belt off. Pants off, everything.
This is hilarious, though, the fact that he's weighing, taking stuff off, and then... Exactly.
Yeah, right on 280. He's like, all right.
You're probably just under if you took the shirt off and everything.
Any thoughts on dinner?
Whatever you like.
I know this is insane, but I can't stop thinking about Norrie's.
I was just there.
Today? With who?
Nobody.
You went there without me?
Oh.
Yeah, I was hungry. What?
Nothing.
Come on, what?
I don't know. I just thought that was our special place.
Well, it is.
Well?
I went there alone, Con.
I know that, you said. Felt nice to have something special. For us. No kids around, without my parents.
We can go if you want.
Don't be silly.
Just take her, Tony. Get something else besides the sushi.
Twice in one day is kind of embarrassing, though. Let's be for real.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Teddy, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh. What was that?
Whoa.
That was what Christopher asked him to do.
Jeez, bro. That was sloppy as hell, though.
Yeah, that was real. Yeah. That was like witnesses and everything. That was a lot.
Right? And you're telling me that there's like no security cameras or nothing? He didn't have his face covered? Keep your eyes on the road, buddy.
Yeah, yo.
Keep your eyes on the road, buddy.
What are you doing, bro?
Evidence.
Yeah, big time.
Hey, by the way, your Florida thing.
Bro, everyone knows about this.
Tony asked me to speak to you.
Uh-oh.
That's a no-go. What? Can't be accommodated. You're part of the team. But I just did that thing.
Well, that's not my department.
Well, can I talk to Tony at least?
I wouldn't bother him. He's out on a new boat.
That's like such a slap in the face, too, though.
It's not so silly when you think about it. I'm a top earner now. It's not out of the realm of possibility that I could be the boss of this family one day.
Oh, my God.
I mean, God forbid Tony ever gets cancer, coronary, something like that.
This is exactly how Johnny Sack was talking about Carmine for a while. God forbid if you ever, croaks.
What did you call Janice? I mean, her or Bobby should go. I'm all the way out here on a boat.
They can't do it.
What do you mean can't?
I don't know. She didn't elaborate, and it didn't seem like she wanted to.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm sorry, Tony.
All right.
Even got a jacket with the boat name on it. Stugatz 2.
Phone's literally gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, this is what he's busy with.
Man loves his trains.
Right. Don't let Tony catch you. He's gonna destroy this whole thing.
God, I'm throwing all this shit right in the garbage.
It's my hobby, Janice. Why you gotta belittle it?
This is why you can't watch Uncle Drew?
I told you last week we have Nika's preschool meeting.
She's 15 months old.
No one was more competitive than your wife when it came to this stuff with AJ.
A lot of good it did.
I was about to say the same thing.
He doesn't want to be alone. He says he doesn't feel good.
The school, they need to meet both parents if it's an intact family.
All right, so call the girl, the nurse.
Miss Trinidad? Right. Every time I call, a different person answers.
I'll go, Tom. I'm on it.
You know what? F it. You want to get something done, you got to do it yourself.
You were the one who was opposed to assisted living.
You and I are going to talk.
Well, you didn't have to wear your f***ing hat.
That definitely made it worse.
It's nice to see you two patch things up.
So silly.
Not even sure what happened.
Me and Tony didn't speak for months. You pick up right where you left off. Did Charmaine tell you? We're getting back together.
Okay, Artie.
He's lying. I don't believe him.
We buy here. Livingston, North Cardwell, maybe. Right near Tony. Better schools, new friends. We got the money, baby. $2 million.
It's not the same, Gene.
You're still in this world, yeah.
The summer's down there. We're ignoring the negatives. It's fucking brutal with the bugs. Tony and Silvio, all they understand is appearances. We'll buy a new car. It'll raise my profile. You watch, I'll make captain.
Yeah, as if she wants that. She wants him out.
Is our life that bad?
It's your money. Your aunt's money. It has nothing to do with him.
There's this wonderful Jersey contemporary I want you to see with me.
There's nothing I can say.
This reminds me a lot of Charmaine and Artie, like before they broke up originally.
Right.
Always arguing about Tony.
I mean, look at the time he's arriving there. At that
Yeah,
point,
literally.
like, could have just left him alone.
What are you doing?
Lost my uppers.
Probably upstairs.
God f it all.
Relax.
Oh, he's got dentures.
Phone keeps ringing, and then they hang up.
Probably salespeople.
I know who it is.
Pussy Malanga. I know. We'll get J. Hoover right on it. Tell you what, you go upstairs, you look for your teeth. I'm gonna fix you something to eat.
I had a banana in there.
All right, we'll find that too.
Yeah, he's becoming like senile.
I make another run at Tony, 6 months, a year from now.
Here?
You can go ahead even.
What?
And let me tell you, a year, 2 years from now, everything could be different. Tony could be gone.
Go ahead. His master's voice.
I feel like this is where something bad happens to him.
Gene, this is Agent San Severino.
Oh. What the heck?
Haven't heard from you lately. Busy, you know. My kid has some problems. That's rough.
He's been informing?
You're gonna have a chance to help out in even more important ways. What do you mean?
We lost a major asset this month.
Point is, was Ray Curto a cooperator? The way things are shaping up, you're a designated hitter. We've talked about Florida, okay? Gene, that's not gonna happen.
Here, among your friends, is where you're useful.
Well, I told you. You tell your bosses I come back for any trial. Florida's just one of those things you gotta let go.
No.
Either front, there's no way now. He's stuck. Damn, so who else is cooperating that we don't know? Because we just learned this. Last person I would have expected.
Dude, I think he's gonna kill himself. No. What other options do you have? Called it.
Jesus.
That's brutal.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He had no way out.
Pee ran down his leg. Oh, my God. In fact, they showed that whole scene,
Yeah,
too.
that was long. That was a
on
long take. Wow.
the brutality.
Ooh.
10 minutes, Uncle Joe.
Who's down there?
Artie Shaw.
He's bringing the gun down, bro. This man's
You got any wine?
Gazzada Malanga.
Oh, you...
Bro. I literally called it.
Oh my God! What the heck is this episode? Jeez!
Yeah, that's a good hiding spot.
Yo, oh my
Is he gonna hide in the
goodness.
closet?
Oh my goodness. The irony of this too, because they were just talking about how they, like in therapy, he plotted to get him killed with his mother,
Right.
and here he is actually
Right.
shooting him. Jesus. Oh God.
All right, so how does he make it out of this?
Is that a porch? Had my eye on it for months. The gift from Tony.
I thought about a Boxster, but I don't know. The vet felt more like me.
You want that yourself?
The accountant says I'm better off owning it outright.
She got a Corvette?
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez! Oh, what a cut.
Uncle Joe! Oh, 911!
You set the house on fire too, bro.
Straight up.
Uncle Joe!
Yeah, there's another phone up there, right? On the wall.
Jesus.
He did it.
Did it. 911 ring for that long?
911, where's the emergency? 911, where's the emergency?
Y'all know.
Bro, what a chaotic episode.
Oh my God, this is where they ended? Sheesh! Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, I would expect that.
Yeah.
Bro.
What a chaotic episode. What a start to the season.
Crazy shit.
Just I wanna start with Gene first. His arc in this episode. I think Abe, you talked about it, just how brutal it was, and showcasing just, you know, again, another aspect of this life, and how it's just really hard to leave it. You know, even when you're trying to get your family out, you're trying to leave. And then it also comes to find out that he's informing, so there's no way of him actually getting out of this life. And I'm just wondering, you know, what do you think his character symbolizes to you? What stood out to you in this dynamic?
Yeah, I think you kind of already alluded to it, but Gene's character is like the cautionary tale, or like the symbolism to the end of a life in the mob. Like, you'll either die victim to the mob, or you will, you know, find yourself with no way out. And Charlie called it, as he was seeing, like, no way out. He's looking at pictures of his family. We can only imagine the things he was thinking, but from my perspective, I assume he was thinking, I have no way out for my family. The only thing that's keeping everybody here is me. Like, if I die, my wife gets the inheritance. Everybody moves to Florida, and they can live their life happy, because at this point, there's no way that he's going to be able to keep his family happy by, staying in the mob and staying under Tony's thumb, and also being dragged into a potential trial, informing, all of the things that, could potentially lead to disaster. So I think he took the way out that he thought would give his family the best shot at a life without all this chaos. So to me, it's a symbolism of like, man, what is the end game? Like, is something that we've kind of been, or I've been wondering, I'm assuming everybody's been wondering from the beginning, is like, what is the end game here? You get more money, you get richer, you get more status, but then that comes with more notoriety, more, cops on you, the feds on you, more pressure at work, more pressure from your family, and it's impossible to cope on some level. So I think that this just symbolizes that after a certain time, there really is no way out. So you go, I mean, Tony kind of said that when he first asked, right? Like, there is no way, like you took an oath basically. So yeah, it's a tragic tale, but one that makes, unfortunately makes sense given the circumstances.
Right.
It was brutal to watch.
It
Can't
was
lie.
that.
But I think that, just one comment on the fact that people have said as the seasons go on, the brutality kind of increases, the kind of evil of the mob shines further. And in this, we see Gene easily take somebody's life and then take his own life. And we watch the entire thing. And I think that, just honing in on that brutality is something that Chase is leaning into a ton. And it's definitely effective.
Yeah. Charlie, what stood out to you? What was effective about Gene's story in this episode?
Well, I don't know how to answer what was effective about his story. I just know that it's another tragedy of someone that's been informing, and unlike Aid and Pussy that we've seen from the Jersey side, who have informed before and tried to the fullest to make it through and get to the other side of whatever they were being promised, he saw that there was nothing he could do. Also, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't give him some sort of offer, like allow him to go to Florida, any of that, to continue cooperating. I feel like it's another bad move on the FBI.
No, he needed
him there though. Like, they just lost their biggest
Talking
informant.
about when they get everything done. The same thing they had with Adriana. There was a deal in place to protect Adriana and Christopher. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
After they're done cooperating and they get Tony and everything. So why couldn't they offer Gene the same thing? I'm not sure.
I just think that it's probably because, like, Adriana could have given them a lot more because of the Christopher connection, and at this point, they're trying to bring Gene more into the fold and saying, you're going to have to do more and help us more. So there's really like no way for them to promise him one thing when what they need is him to actually double down.
Yeah, but if anything, you want to make the offer towards the informant even more enticing because you're desperate for answers. That's how I would look at it. Because you lost your biggest informant, which was Adriana, who was basically feeding them bullshit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have someone like Gene now, and he's your only guy, then you might as well be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna offer you this, that, and the third if you cooperate. But they were straightforward with him and told him, no, this isn't gonna happen. And exactly like you said, he saw that he had no other choice, and the only way to make his wife and the rest of his family happy is by getting rid of himself.
Yeah, to your point, I do think that maybe you're right in the sense that the FBI could have done more to entice him to actually like do something. I think they probably thought he was already like under their thumb and he really had no choice. But from Gene's perspective, I think like, he was talking to his wife about like 6 months, a year, like blah, blah, blah. They'll be able to go, and like it's not a satisfying answer to her. Like, she wants to go now and she wants out of the life. So not only does he, even if he did go down to Florida, even if he kept informing, like he'd somehow still be roped into all of this. And I think that he realized also, like, even if they did offer him, in 2 years or so, Once we get enough evidence for trial or whatever, then you can go into witness protection or you can move to Florida or whatever. And I just don't think that was something enticing enough for him. Even if they did offer it, I don't think that it would have been enticing enough based on the
His
reaction
home
his
life.
wife lived. And he was like, one way I can get all of them off the hook is doing what he did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's sad to see, but he really did go through with the only option he had, to be honest.
Right.
Because or else he would have gotten himself in the same situation of that Pussy and Adriana got themselves into.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been a loose cannon. Like he would have been so stressed at home, so stressed at work, so stressed informing. Like he was a ticking time bomb. If he wasn't going to hurt himself, he was going to hurt somebody else.
Right. It's really
based on what
sad.
we're seeing on
It's
TV.
so sad.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a horrible situation.
Right.
But yeah.
Brutal.
Just to be in that position. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whew.
But the him doing that now, the FBI screwed themselves once again.
Oh yeah,
because now they lost another informant. So they're stupid.
Yeah. Would you guys say their approach has been horrendous so far?
Oh yeah, consistent.
They're very stupid. They're very stupid. One of you said something about them being like the cops in Barry.
I thought you
or
said
something.
that.
Or David did. Yeah, they're not that level of stupid, but like they're approaching. They're approaching that level. They're pretty stupid.
Oh my god.
Some developing news. Tony got shot.
Yeah, Junior's lost his mind.
What is Charlie? What's happening with Junior? What's sticking out?
It's progressing. It's getting way worse. Way worse. So, this is something that we're seeing as well, with our grandmother on my mother's side of the family, and so it's tough to see like somebody that was so lively before and like was all the way there slowly progress and start to
forget things,
get confused. They're not themselves anymore, not the person that you knew them to be.
Yeah.
And so seeing Junior in that situation, that's the most extreme that we've seen him. Because up until now, it's just him getting confused, bit like not knowing what situations are happening, getting people's names wrong. But to get out a gun and just shoot Tony like that, his condition has progressed severely.
Yeah, and it's the paranoia that's like becoming like the highlight of it. We saw it in the beginning of the episode. He was trying to get Tony to dig up some money that who God knows if it either existed or was even buried there or whatever. And then now he keeps confusing that Pussy Malanga is there. I mean, Pussy Malanga was the guy, if I'm remembering correctly, that he tried to have whacked in Vesuvius, that they had to start the fire and like get already out of it. Like that was the dude. So like this man is going way far back to his like enemies.
Way back.
And like really getting paranoid just across the board.
Yeah.
And that's gotta be scary for somebody like when you're older and you have some semblance of who you are and what's like your life, but getting confused and not knowing where you are, it's gotta be terrifying. And then the worst case scenario is you get a paranoid mobster with Alzheimer's and he ends up shooting his nephew.
A gun in their house.
Well, yeah, like it's a recipe for disaster.
But on the flip side, I think maybe this might help with his trial because now there's evidence that he is just gone mentally.
Potentially, yeah.
So I think that'll get tossed.
I mean,
and he won't be on house arrest anymore.
I'm going to say this.
Which is probably more dangerous. But
I'll say this. I don't know if he even needed to shoot Tony for that to be the case, because I feel like anybody could have a 20 to 30 minute conversation with this man and realize that he's not all there.
Right.
But the shooting, yeah, maybe that's
cherry on top.
That's like just clear cut evidence in court that there's no argument against it.
The other question is though, like, does the fact that Tony called the cops on called 911, like, does that give any sort of negative impact to Tony's situation? Is it going to invite some unwanted attention?
I don't know.
Who knows if the gun was actually registered to Junior, if it's a unregistered gun or whatever. What else they find if they search the house, because it's basically a crime. Whether
they're gonna walk into, so they have,
is it attempted manslaughter? Like, you know what I mean? Like they might have to investigate stuff, and that's a bad thing. But at the end of the day, he had no other option. So.
And I want to go back to the conversation that Dr. Melfi had with Tony and insisting on not putting Junior into a retirement community and how that backfired. Abe, what stood out to you in the events that occurred at the end as well? What was the significance of that conversation?
Yeah, I think that conversation was like a foreshadowing of, we had seen the conversations in the past while Livia was still alive, examining Tony's relationship with his mother, and now this was almost flipped in a sense where he was examining, or she was trying to examine his relationship with Uncle June, and this like need that he feels to take care of them and to watch over them and whatever, even though they did not basically do the same for him, or they had the opposite, not his best interest in mind, but wanted to kill him. So for me, it was just kind of a foreshadowing of like, regardless of your best efforts with these people, I mean, granted, Uncle Junior is a senile old man who has no idea what the hell he's doing, but like, no matter how much he tries to, actually put love into his family, his loved ones, it's going to come back and bite him in the ass.
Yeah. Charlie, what about you?
In terms of
the conversation
with Melfi.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree with everything that Abe said. I think this is a clear indicator that he needs to be under 24-hour supervision.
Yeah.
And go into the retirement home. Yeah, there's no other way around.
I also think that it was like the reason why he won't do it is he's like afraid of the resentment. Like he got so much resentment from his mother for doing that and made their relationship even worse, that I think he's worried about that happening for Junior.
Right.
But if you remember, there was a specific incident with Livia. I think that she left something on, like lit on fire in her house or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That basically caused him to be like, okay, you're going in a home. And that has not yet happened. Well, Junior wandered out in the middle of nowhere at one point, but maybe he was waiting for another bigger moment of clarity to say this man needs.
That was not clarity enough.
Yeah, if this isn't, then I don't know what is.
Yeah.
So
it was also revealed that Janice and Bobby have a newborn.
Yeah, we got all the recaps of people doing different stuff.
Charlie, what with Janice now and how she's developed, what stands out with you and her with this newborn? Is there something in this narrative that you want to see, or?
I mean, I'm curious as to how she's going to cater towards her own child now compared to Bobby's kids, because she has treated Bobby's kids a very particular way. Like, she's kind of like the evil stepmother towards them in a way. And so now is she going to play like favorites as this kid grows up?
But if you remember, she does have one biological kid, and Tony keeps ragging on her the fact that she doesn't take care of him, or she's left him behind, or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm curious if she'll have some, like, I don't know,
something to prove to him.
No, more like a psychological breakdown of like her being the mirror image of her mother and being a bad mother and that kind of thing. Like that's where I'm wondering if the narrative will progress that way, or if she will be like so hyper focused on making sure this kid's not messed up. Because of that. Yeah, or that she messes it up, but also like she does that because of her relationship with her mom and all that stuff.
Right.
We see also the Brooklyn crew going at it. Johnny in jail, and people are still taking care of the situation. And Tony has done something, I think, that makes sense in terms of keeping Johnny pleased while he's in jail. And anything that they ask of him, Tony's like, yep, we'll adjust that, we'll do that, because he knows that he doesn't want something bad to happen. He wants to make sure that everyone is in a good position. So I'm just wondering, with this new dynamic in place, Abe, what do you want to see from it as well?
Yeah, it's interesting because I think that what we're starting to see, or what we got kind of foreshadowed to us, is that Phil is acting boss, and he's very different to John. He's a lot more of a loose cannon. Stuff tends to resolve in violence in his world. We saw the situation with Hesh and his son-in-law, and all that stuff. While Phil wasn't directly involved, like I don't feel like that sort of thing would happen under Johnny's Johnny's crew. So maybe this is kind of a foreshadowing of like things are gonna get progressively chaotic within the New York crew under Phil's leadership, but time will tell.
Yeah. Wow. Did I miss anything else?
We can touch on Carmela a little bit too.
Oh yes.
This episode, I think there was something interesting that happened a couple times with her, and that was the whole building her new home, and she was relying on her dad to do all the right things, and he messed up on the lumber, right? And now they're gonna have to basically start from scratch. And then Tony giving her a new car, and then she went out to dinner with what's her? I forget her name.
Pussy's wife.
Pussy's former wife. Yeah. But she got herself a Corvette, right? And I just feel like we've seen Carmela now in a situation where she's seeing, like when she saw that situation, she's like, "Yo, you bought that yourself?" You know, when hers was given to her by Tony,
Right.
And it's like, "Oh, look at her. She's an independent." She's independent, can provide for herself, whatever. And then like she's probably thinking about the whole home project. Like, damn, I have to rely on other people, and they're like messing it up. I could do better at it myself. I think she is gonna start to have these thoughts in her head of wanting to be independent and not having to rely on somebody else. So we will see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Question for you guys. Who do you feel like is most likely now to become an informant if they're not already one? Because the options are becoming very slim.
It's very thin right now
for the feds. And, we were kind of revealed at this point that Gene was already kind of informing on some level. So I'm wondering if you guys think that is also happening elsewhere with somebody else, or if they're going to have to, look for a new rat. And if they are, who would that be?
Informant. I feel like it would have to be someone else that's very like unsuspected. Maybe Syl. Although it's very hard.
Syl is old school.
Yeah, he's
I don't think it. I think one maybe. We saw Vito touch upon the fact that maybe he could be the boss of his family one day. And, maybe something doesn't go his way, and
I thought Vito too, but
he's enticed to inform. But I don't.
It's a little predictable for me.
I don't think I don't see it.
I think
because Gene came out of nowhere, so I was like, oh, maybe they're leading towards more unpredictable informants, right? And surprising us. That's why for me, the most impossible one, most unpredictable would be Syl. That's why I said that, but. Do I think it would happen? No.
For me, there's an obvious one, and it's Paulie.
Yeah, I thought Paulie too, but it's just too. For me, it's too on the nose.
Yeah, it definitely is. But like, he is the one.
He would.
Yeah, he is the one that like we have seen him be very squirrely and act like a weasel in some ways.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never been involved with the feds directly, but he is the kind of guy that wants to save his own ass. So. To me, my money is on him, but you never know. Maybe the rat will be a complete surprise. But to me, there's no way that they don't get somebody else to try to flip.
Yeah,
or at least try to get somebody else.
I feel like at this point, if they do get someone, it's gonna probably have to be somebody that's really close to Tony.
Yeah.
Like so really to get a captain, a made man, or somewhere.
Yeah. Because the closest they've gotten, I think, so far was Gene. Because Gene's like one of the guys that's like
they had Pussy.
They had Aid.
And Aid.
Oh yeah, Pussy was probably the closest.
Yeah,
actually.
Pussy and
now,
Aid.
Adriana is like more distant, I would say, because she's not directly in the crew, like involved. But I think Pussy was probably the one that their best one.
Yeah,
and that went to shit. So it's progressively getting like more. Well, not really. Yeah, I think they need someone who's close now because they can't rely on, they need like direct information.
Yeah, and it also felt like Ray was giving them a whole bunch of nothing because we didn't really see any of the results of what he was telling them. So again, they're like 0 for 4 right now with informants. Pretty bad.
Yeah, they're garbage.
Well, I mean, whoever is working on the New York case, they got it down. So just give your playbook to the Jersey people because they're struggling.
Yeah.
But that new guy came in, right? The one that you guys were like,
yes,
oh,
bro.
he's on the
guy
series.
The guy who's in House of Cards. The guy who's in The Penguin. The guy who's in literally everything.
I forgot. I don't know his name. But
I gotta
maybe he's going to be a better detective.
Yeah, he's usually he's a no bullshit kind of guy.
In that picture with Ginny that had handed to Johnny, to the left, it looked like the actress that played Sophia.
Oh, really?
Go back. Let me go back.
That would be a crazy coincidence.
It looked. It really did.
How old is she? She can't be. When did this season come out? 2006, 2007?
This season, yeah. It probably wasn't her, but it just reminded me of her. Like,
anything else?
Sorry, I was trying to look up the name of the guy. Michael Kelly.
Yes, that's
Michael
so
Kelly
true.
is the guy.
No, it was way later.
The Fed. Yeah, it was the second prison. This one.
There.
Yeah.
Watch to the left. It looked like her.
I don't know.
But
I see it.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
I see it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe related. Who knows?
I know. Looks very like her. But yeah.
But no, yeah, to your point, Charlie, maybe it's the Michael Kelly, the guy who his character.
Yeah, maybe he's a more competent detective that is gonna actually progress in the investigation.
God knows they need one. For sure.
Yeah.
With that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching and listening to this reaction. Wow, what an episode. What a start to the season. We love you guys and see you soon for more Tony Tuesday. Stay beautiful, y'all.
See ya.